Hello, this is Michael Emery, and we're doing website reviews for the keyword phrase Seattle Attorney. And what we've done is we put Seattle Attorney into the search bar here and scroll down. And we can see in position 10, the very last position on the first page of Google is Dickson Legal. So let's take a look at that website and see what's going on here. Why aren't they in the top 3 positions where the majority of the website traffic takes place? So nice site. I like that visual. That's cool. All right. So we've got some content, written content here. Some of their specializations. Maybe needs a little bit of a touch up with the formatting. But overall, that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's see what's happening here with the meta content. We're going to do a diagnosis and see what the computer's looking at. What are the robots seeing? So title, Seattle and Tacoma, real estate, family law, probate lawyers. Okay, I would recommend making a few changes here. So you might want to do, it could be a variation of like Seattle attorney, Seattle real estate law, Seattle family law, Tacoma real estate. We'd have to make some choices here. What I'd say is we might be going a little bit too general, and we could tighten it up and have a page that's dedicated to Seattle and a page that's dedicated to Tacoma. Seattle and Tacoma attorneys. So when we see a keyword phrase like this, Tacoma attorneys together is going to rank better than Seattle and attorneys. So this is essentially what your website is telling Google that it's about. So H1 Dickson Law, we got branding there. That's good. It's strong. Seattle Tacoma attorneys. I would recommend making a change here. We need to have Seattle attorneys and then Tacoma attorneys, and then add the keyword phrases. I also want to cover this too. Okay, so think of it like a university level thesis where you've got your thesis title, subtitle, subtitle. So the title is Dickson Law. We want one H1 per page. We can have, the rule of thumb that I use is one H2 and one H3 per 500 words. So if it was a 500 word page or document, we'd have one H1, one H2, one H3. If it's 1,000 word, we'd have one H1, two H2, two H3. There's no real written rule here, but it's we want to make sure that we're not stuffing too much information into a single page, because this is what Google crawls. Google does not pay attention to H4s, which is part of the issue on this page. So a recommendation here would be H2, Seattle attorneys, another H2, Tacoma attorneys, another H3, Seattle real estate law, another H3, Tacoma real estate law, another H3, Seattle construction law, another H3, Tacoma construction law. So those are just some options that could be played with. Got some images that don't have alt text. Keep in mind that the robots that scan through a website, they don't have human eyes, essentially. So we have to tell them what is an image about, and it's a great opportunity to put in our keyword phrases. So we can say, hey, you know, this image, whatever it is about Seattle law, or Seattle attorney, or Tacoma attorney. We do need to add a little bit more text content, and aside from that, it looks pretty decent. Here's where we've got some more issues. These are the factors. These are the on-site factors why you're on page 1, but you're at the very bottom of page 1, and most of the traffic is going to the top 3 positions for Seattle attorney. We've got a really low page speed score and a really low YSlow score. Images need to be optimized. And deferring of JavaScript. So essentially what we're kind of looking at here are some general compression stuff that's pretty routine. Your web person should have done this, but sometimes it doesn't get done. The load time is all right. We probably want that closer to 3. Page size could probably come down a little bit, but you've got that. You do have a video on the home page, so we can look into some additional compression or maybe even shortening that video. And then requests, you got 85 requests. You got a lot of requests coming out. And then a request is your website's pinging other websites out there. So let's see what Google says about it. Yeah, we got some issues with the mobile. We're getting a D+ in terms of mobile, and C- in terms of the desktop. And it's the same thing. This is a really common error, render blocking JavaScript. And sometimes it's an easy fix, sometimes it's a little bit complicated. Optimization of images needs to be taken care of, and it's going to be the same thing that's affecting the desktop. So essentially we need both of these in the green, 85 score or better, because these trigger the algorithm for Google. Google essentially wants to serve fast websites that are relevant. We can see what's happening here. This is offsite. So I'm going to show you a perfect profile, perfect backlink profile. This is going to be google.com. You can see that they've got a trust flow of 97, citation flow of 96, and here's what basically their spatter chart looks like in terms of the website quality that it's being linked to them. Backlinks, referring domains. Now we go to your guys' site. It's actually a pretty good trust flow. Your trust flow is actually higher than websites that are above you in the search results. There are some optimization issues that are holding you guys back. We can see that I'm gonna venture a guess and say there's probably been some SEO done here just on the number of backlinks. And let's look at anchor text ratio. What do we have going on? Okay. So the backlink profile is pretty good. We've got a mixture here, other anchor text. We've got a URL, another URL variation. Visit member's website. So I'm going to call that one a generic, another generic. Then we've got a brand here, URL. Here's what we got a keyword phrase right here, Seattle Estate Planning Attorney. It's a brand, and then another URL, and then a generic. So there's actually a lot of room in here to target some of the more appropriate keyword phrases that are going to actually drive traffic. So like, where was it? Seattle, just go back here. Seattle Estate Planning Attorney. That's probably a keyword phrase that drives some traffic for them. So we would look at optimizing the website for more of these different keyword phrases here. So in short, what we can do for you guys is we could resolve the on-site problems. There's probably some easy fixes that will increase your website performance. We can resolve the off-site problems. Those are going to be related to our SEO campaign. Not only do we want to give your website trust a little bit of a boost, it doesn't actually need too much, but what is needed is a greater variety of backlink anchor tags that are, or anchor text that is related to specific keyword phrases in your industry that you provide or you offer a solution to. And with this, you're already on page 1, but we could look at moving you, positioning you to get into the top 3 positions for keyword phrases like Seattle Attorney. And this is really important because you've probably experienced this or tested this, but organic search traffic is going to drive more than 60% of website visitors, whereas pay-per-click ads like AdWords or Facebook, you're only going to see around 6% of those resulting in actual business. So being in the top 3 position is going to give your business the lion's share of the website visitors that are searching for the solutions that your firm offers. So I'd love to have the opportunity to work with you. I'd like to do a consulting call, speak with you in greater detail about what we can do to enhance your visibility online. So I thank you for your time, and we will be in touch. Take care.